Now we're going to talk about hips, like kind of knees and hips, but as we're talking about your shot from the side, you want your hips to go back when you go down. So let's say I'm shooting on this goal over here. As I go down, obviously I don't want my hips to go forward like this because now I'm losing all of this power in my hamstring and my glutes. So if you're studying your shot from the side, as you go down, you want your hips to go backwards. So now I'm right here. And in this position, I can feel my glutes are working, my hamstrings are working, and my quads are working. And now I'm in a powerful position when I'm like this. And that's the easy part. The hard part is a lot of shooters, a common mistake that I see is a lot of shooters will start in that stance, but they'll go up. And then as they go up, their hips start to move forward. You don't want to move your hips forward on your shot. You want to keep your hips back. So as you go up, hips stay back and you're still using these muscles back here. And if anything goes forward, it's your shoulders and not your hips. By doing that, you're going to keep power in your shot. Now in a similar, it's kind of saying the same thing in a different way. Instead of your, another error, and it's again kind of saying the same thing in a different way. If your shoulders move, or if your hips move forward on your shot, you're taking away power, but you're also taking your shoulders backwards away from the goal. So if I'm shooting here and I'm going up, if my shoulders go back, now I'm subtracting power from my shot and I'm going to have to compensate with flicking my arm harder. But if I can instead keep my hips back and my shoulders forward, and now as I go up, keep my shoulders forward as possible and my hips back, now I'm going to keep that power in my shot. I've coached players who, we'll talk about kind of starting point of the ball, hand placement, and elbow. What you want to typically have is you want to start the ball either right in the middle of your body or slightly on your shooting side. So I'm left-handed, that would mean it's on my left hip as opposed to my right hip. A common mistake is starting the ball on the opposite side of your body, bringing it across, and then going up. You can still make shots like that, but you're going to be a better shooter if you can keep this basketball in a straight line going all the way up from your shooting side hip, shooting side elbow or shoulder, and then straight up. So you want to start like that. And then of course, elbow, some shooters, elbow slightly, not directly under the ball, which is fine, but you don't want your shooting elbow that far out. You want it to be comfortably underneath the basketball as much as possible. Your hand placement, you've got two hands on your shot. You've got your shooting hand, which is the hand you're going to release the ball with, and then you have your balance hand as well. Whatever is comfortable for you, that's all that matters, but the key is great shooters, watch any great shooter, when they go up into their shot, their shooting hand is under the ball, and their balance hand here at the last second is going to come off the basketball, and then really it's a one-handed shot at the last second. So great shooters, of course, are going up with two hands, but at the last second, again, this shooting hand is the only hand shooting it, and they're going straight up while keeping the balance hand from twisting or turning. They're really taking it off at the last second.